Peace, peace. Queen episode here to align those chakras. Mercury retrograde is here. Happy retrograde. Do not panic. Do not fret. The universe is in your favor. But on a serious note, I'm gonna try to make this one of the probably shortest videos I ever made. Probably not gonna happen, but whatever. Mercury retrograde is just really a time to reflect, to take things slowly, to really consider all the things that you're doing in your life. So it's not really the best time to do new things or to start new projects, start new contracts, start new relationships. This is just not the time for anything new. But if you happen to start working on something before the retrograde, you're fine to complete it and finalize it and finish it during this time. Now, I think it's really important, this retrograde, as this year in general has just been very, very shifting to the human consciousness, to our way of living as humans. So this one is going to be really important just because also of the dates that it falls onto. It's from December 3rd to the 22nd. Now, in numerology, we don't keep double digits unless they're a master number. So in this case, 12, which is December, is not a master number, which master numbers are only 11, 22, 33, and 44. They can continue, but in numerology, they like to just really finalize it at like 33 or 44. So 12 breaks down into 3, which 1 plus 2 is 3. So we're going from 3-3 to 3-22. So now this numeral, you know what I mean, the numbers. It's 333, which is Christ consciousness, which is also about just consciousness in general, the whole perspective of Jesus and this whole Christ frequency and magic, I guess, of manifestation and being able to be a healer. It's really just a whole perspective of your consciousness and expanding it, understanding more things. So basically, this is a perfect time for people to have spiritual breakthroughs, for people to have healing breakthroughs, and just being able to release so much that's been suppressed, held on to, or things that you felt stuck in for a really long time, especially when it comes to information, knowledge, and your spiritual growth. You're going to see a huge shift, and you're going to finally be able to move into the place that you want to be spiritually. Now, the 22 is a master number, so the number 2 is amplified, the energy is amplified, and 2 is a number about partnership, union, contracts, just any type of relationship. It's a feminine number, so this time is just a perfect time to really purge yourself from the concepts you've created based on relationships. This energy, this time, right now, this retrograde, is to show you that it's time to heal all the relationships that you've previously had, because it's time for spiritual growth when it comes to relationships. It's time for you to reevaluate your relationships, how you've acted in relationships, how you respond in relationships, what changes you in relationships. This is a time to reflect on that, to release it, let it go, and to start relationships more healthy, act in relationships in a more healthy manner. So you may likely already had these situations already coming for you to release. So now this is just the perfect time to really start analyzing them and really start understanding who you are in relationships and how you act in relationships. And it's time to let go of the ideologies that you've created, the patterns you've created, the behavior you've created based on all of these relationships that you have experienced in your life. And basically, especially in the love department, because a lot of us, the way we are now is reflected based on growing up, how we were affected in family relationships, in relationship dynamics, in partnerships. A lot of us may, and I'm sure are still going through a lot of difficult relationships. Regardless, again, I mentioned family, I mentioned partnerships, so it's any type of relationship. Also, on top of all of that, this is just really a great time to heal, to slow down, to be easy on communication, because during the retrogrades, miscommunication, travel, and basically communication and travel is going to be really messed up. But that also depends on you, because these retrogrades don't really destroy us, and don't really distort us. It's what we allow it to do, because we're not reflecting, releasing, and understanding and slowing down. So when it comes to travel, though, travel also includes shipping things, ordering things online, or ordering things in general. Um, just being careful with if you're booking flights, if you're driving. Travel can be anything, transportation as well. This is going to be a huge time when transportation messes up a lot. Devices are going to mess up. Electronics, that's the other thing I was trying to think about. Electronics start to dysfunction a little bit. So don't worry if your products are messing up. This is just that time. They will go back to normal. Also, on another perspective, this is just a really great time for healing, and especially with the holidays, it's going to be a lot of low vibrational stuff going on, because not everyone's fortunate to have families around, or may have just unlucky holiday times, so it's okay. We're living, we're learning, we're growing. And the other focus that I wanted to focus on really quick, how important in general healing is to a person. And it's going to require you to speak in third person a lot more. It's going to require you to really pay attention to yourself. So it's time for us as a generation to stop being so stubborn when it comes to healing. We need to be more open-minded. We need to be more open to all the different information coming to us to become more healthy and to heal ourselves, because our food, our emotions, everything that you go through day to day plays a part in whether or not you're healing or you're stagnant and you're just rolling in all these cuts, all these wounds. You're trying to patch things up with scotch tape. It's not strong enough. You don't deal with emotions. You're not dealing with who you are as a person. You can't handle emotions, or you can't deal with the things that you feel from minute to minute. Again, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. It's a growing point. So when it comes to healing, it's just truly important that you take it very seriously for yourself, and you bring your focus more to you, so that you can start finding the things that work for you. Binaural beats on YouTube. It's free. It's accessible. Look for 432 terahertz, or hertz. You can put HZ. Or 528 terahertz, and that alone, sleeping with it, listening to it on a train, or during a moment of a panic or anger or whatever, to just calm you down, because energy moves the best with sound. So the binaural beats really allows your cells to regenerate, energy to move in your body, in your aura, in your vessel. And it also allows your body to regenerate in general too, not just your cells, not just your DNA. It functions all over you on all different perspectives of and layers of yourself, your being, your makeup. It works on the spiritual self, it works on the physical self. So, and it also helps you clear your thoughts as well, because it's really grounding, and you really zone out into them. They really enhance your life and enhance your abilities and your dreams and all of those good stuffs. Again, with healing, just drinking more water, eating better. Veganism is really taking over right now, and I don't really like labels, but it's not even about being vegan. It's not about, let's just do everything for the animals. Yes, a lot of it is about the animals, but what's most important is it's about you. Veganism is not taken over just because it's a white bougie thing and it's something that rich people can afford to do. It is actually not expensive at all because people don't realize how expensive meat actually is and how much that really shoots up the price of your groceries. So it's actually a lot cheaper to be vegetarian or to be vegan because you save way more on what you would have spent on meat products. And a lot of people try to say to me as well, well, the vegan restaurants that are out or around me are pretty expensive, so it's hard for me to budget in order to provide myself with these things. But if you think about it, all the meat that you're not buying adds up, and that can go towards your groceries. So that can go towards eating out. And then you're not really losing out. If anything, now you're spending just as much as you would have if you was buying meat. Just because a burger is $2 doesn't mean that you can't get something that's way healthier that's actually going to fill you more. And again, remember, you're saving more money too because you're no longer eating meat. So you're no longer eating fish. You're no longer eating all these extra things that add to your budget. So now you can start moving that budget over to eating out more and experiencing more vegan food. And granted, there are vegan places that do give you $2 things. So if you live in New York, there's this place called V Life. The city location doesn't have all the things that they do in Brooklyn, but you still get so much for very low prices. And it's like things that you would spend if you were buying out for meat anyway. And then you feel so much better, you have way more energy, you feel lighter, you're happier because now you're no longer consuming the hurt, the pain, the suffering of the animals. And then on top of that, now you're allowing your body to be in a place where you can properly heal from diseases and heal from any ailments or physical deformities or deficiencies that you have in your body. Going natural with your products, going natural with your soaps, the things you put in your hair, the things you put in your body, it's not even just about what you put inside, it's also what you put on it. So, staying away from all the chemicals, staying away from fluoride, changing your toothpaste, highly recommend Dr. Bronner products. They have soaps that you can turn into shampoo, washing liquid, mopping liquid. You can use it for brushing your teeth. You can use it for almost anything, honestly. But they also do make toothpaste so that you don't have to go through the trouble of making toothpaste all the time. You can order it on Amazon if you're not near any of these places. It's just really a time to start getting more education on what it really truly means to be happy and healthy. Healthy doesn't mean being vegan. Healthy means putting in the proper things in the proper portions that you need for your body. So more sea vegetables like sea moss, making sure that you're still not eating all these fried, fatty things because vegan can still be fried and fatty. Then when you're cooking at home, just changing the products you use. Change that table salt to sea salt. Start using more filtered water. Berkeley filtration system. They're expensive, but it cleans any type of water, any type, no matter what it is, and it creates such great water. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but you can save towards something like that, or you can even get the travel size mug. I believe that one goes for $30. So if you can't at least do it for your home, at least you can filtrate whatever water you have in bottles or whatever. It's just really important that we start healing as a race, and the food you consume plays a huge part in that. And it's time that we all just stop walking around with all this pain, all this hurt, all this suffering, because you are the only reason why this pain and suffering is continuing. Yes, things are going to happen. Yes, circumstances are going to happen. But nothing is forever. Everything is temporary. So don't create permanent things out of temporary situations. And truly allow yourself to heal more. You know, incorporate some sage, incorporate some Palo Santo, incorporate some crystals. You know, you should be willing to do whatever you need to do to be happier and healthier. And the more you fret about things, the more difficult you make things appear to be, the more difficult it's actually going to be. So changing your thought pattern, changing how you think, changing all the negative things. Yes, we all do a lot of negative things, whether it's the way we talk, the way we communicate, the way we act towards others, the selfishness towards others. People tend to forget that everyone's going through things. Everyone has their own battles, their own scars. But should you lay down or ball up in a ball and act like everyone's your enemy? No. You are your only enemy. You will only ever be your only enemy because you're the only person in charge of what you do day to day, moment to moment. So stop blaming other people. Stop victimizing yourself as well. Victimizing is an egotistical thing. And it serves nobody any good. And it's going to be really hard to heal when you live out of ego. So let's take some time to reflect, enjoy this Mercury retrograde, and start taking advantage of the things the universe puts us through and the things we pick up from other people, the things we experience with other people. This is the perfect time. You have the universe willing to slow things down for you right now so that you can get back on your feet. Mercury retrograde is not about getting fucked up by the universe. It's about the universe being like, all right, you know what, guys? I know you go through a lot every year, so I'm going to give you at least 3 or 4 times a year where we completely slow down all the main things that you experience day to day as a human. And we're going to slow it the fuck down so that you can get yourself back in balance. And with that being said, be amazing, be strong, be positive, be smart, read, drink water, use shea butter and coconut oil, a lot of coconut oil, avocados. Just start changing your life. If you don't know where to start anywhere. And it's that simple. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great Mercury retrograde and a great holidays. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy yourself. Be free. Be creative. And just have fun. Don't do anything that doesn't make you happy. And if it makes you uncomfortable, still do it because even that's temporary. So I guess don't do anything. You know what? Sometimes you just need balance. Sometimes you need a little bit of both. So you're going to need the fucked up shit to enjoy the good stuff. Just have fun though. And live your life by the standards of you. And be proud of that. Be strong in that. Be grounded in who you are. And prosper. Love you guys and have a great holiday. Peace.